Go here with another live. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you for another episode, another daily real estate live. Top real estate stories of the week is the topic for today. And if you have any questions, feel free and reach out on all major platforms. We're going to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, X, Twitch.com, Spotify, and YouTube Music. So feel free and follow along at home. Number one is going to be housing market insights and home price predictions, June 2024. This source was Norada Real Estate Investments. It was published on the 5th of the month, and home prices continue to rise, but the pace is slowing. With a year over year growth of 5.3% as of April 2024, projections still suggest a cooling trend with prices expected to grow by 3.4% annually by April 2025, influenced by increased home listings and 7% mortgage rates, which has made a lot of news recently because, as you'll see, the next story, number two, unexpected windfall. Mortgage rates fall below 7% for the first time in over a month. This was Realtor.com on May 23rd, 2024. Mortgage rates have recently fallen below 7%, providing some relief to buyers. The US still needs an additional 1.5 million homes to address the housing shortage, according to Freddie Mac. So, bar none, what we need is more inventory. So, obviously, not all at once because that's what crashes are, but we would like to see more inventory come out on the market to help some of these buyers that are trying to get into it. When interest rates go down, a lot of people apply, and I heard that tons of people locked in great rates when this was happening because probably like the week after, the interest rates went right back up to past 7. So, number three, housing affordability is the top concern for Gen Z, survey says. This source was Redfin, June 3rd, 2024. A survey by Redfin reveals that housing affordability is the top concern for Gen Z, surpassing issues like the economy and abortion rights, with this generation particularly affected by high mortgage rates and limited inventory. Redfin, again, June 3rd, 2024. Gen Z is probably one of the most technologically literate generations that we have had. That being said, they are a lot more aware of issues that are affecting the general population. They also don't want to make the mistakes that a lot of millennials and Gen X have made. So, with this coming to the forefront, affordability and the future of that has really plagued Gen Z because they truly came up during these last 5-6 years. So as we see more and more of Gen Z go into the market, I'm sure that we will start to see trends change, but we have yet to see. Number four, home sales start to rise, building momentum for 2024. National Association of Realtors, June 6, 2024. Existing home sales rose slightly in the last month, with first-time buyers making up to 31% of all sales. Builders are optimistic about 2024, forecasting a 4% increase in single-family home starts, driven by lower interest rates and inflation expectations. So everyone's hoping for good news. And, you know, let's keep chugging towards that dream because right now there are a few little irons in the pot that could tip scales in any which direction. But as of right now, as you can see, this is the stats that we have. And everyone is hoping that interest rates do go down sooner than later to hopefully prompt more people to get into the market. Number five emerging real estate industry trends for 2024. The close, June 4th, 2024. AI and AR are becoming integral in real estate, from virtual staging to lead generation. If you don't know what AI is, artificial intelligence. If you don't know what AR is, augmented reality. Developers are also creating utopian communities with sustainable living and abundant green spaces. I've also even seen people with integrated virtual spaces within their regular home. So it's basically an always running virtual space that lives parallel to the real world. Truly interesting concept, a little bit far out, a little bit very Matrix like. But when you see it, it can serve a lot of different purposes. Not only gaming and of course entertainment, but you could do it teaching. You could really make a whole room um, an entertainment center and all surrounding entertainment center. So very cool stuff coming up on the horizon when it comes to AR and AI, as we see better processors, faster speeds on these computers, and we'll probably get closer and closer to quantum computing. Number six, converting hotels and offices into apartment units. It's a trend that's only growing in strength. RE Journals, June 6, 2024. The trend of converting hotels and offices into apartment units is growing as developers seek creative solutions for outdated buildings, addressing housing shortages in urban areas. I also have seen many people take on schools, take on churches, take on old office buildings, community centers, whatever you have to do to make improvements in places like this, you got to do it. And when it gets done, it's incredible the results. Some of these places are amazing. Now, living in them, who knows how it's going to be, day in, day out. But what we need is housing. And for many people, housing is temporary. It's not, unfortunately, the truth is most people won't buy a home. Possibly not because they can't, but because they don't want to. So if people don't want to, housing becomes very temporary for them. They stay in a place for a couple years and then leave. And, a nice place per se, a place that you call your own, could be anything for someone like that. Really, we're speaking more towards the people that want to make change, developers, real estate investors that see the ultimate long term vision of making improvements like that in their local communities. Number seven, home prices just hit a record high, and these cities are leading the pack. Realtor.com, May 28th, 2024. Home prices hit a record high with a 6.5 annual increase as of March 2024. Certain cities are leading this surge, reflecting strong demand despite high mortgage rates. Again, go check out that article on Realtor.com for the full list. But the fact of the matter, that little kernel of truth is it was 6.5% before April. And we're going into kind of the busy season, so to speak. I'm very excited to see what these numbers are going to do. Because if we were at a high in March, are we going to still break all-time highs in the summertime? And then are we going to slow down for the fall and winter like we usually do? Or are we going to have a situation where we're just going to plow through the whole year? Again, these are all things that no one really has a crystal ball on, but we can stay aware of and, keep in mind. Number eight, rents have dropped since the pandemic, but are higher in one surprising place. Realtor.com, May 22nd, 2024. Although rental prices are rising as summer approaches, they are still lower compared to pandemic peaks, with some regions experiencing significant drops in rental costs. This is one of those areas that really hangs a lot of people up. I know that it's difficult sometimes to find places to live in your own community, but sometimes that's an indicator that you need to move. There are opportunities all across the United States to buy real estate. And sometimes the first opportunity you take might not be the best or the most ideal, but it could really make the difference for the rest of your life. It could really start generational wealth for you having the first property. So don't knock it until you have had the opportunity to purchase a home. Sometimes people move specifically to these areas to take advantage of these prices, but At the end of the day, we want you to be in a position where you're saving money on your lease so that we can get you out of that lease and into your own home. And the only way that we can do that is establishing good saving habits and good purchasing habits so that we have those funds at the end of the month to pay our mortgage. Number 9, reset ready. Navigating the Great Reset in commercial real estate. RE Journals, June 5th, 2024. Discussions around potential short-term interest rate cuts suggest changes in real estate market dynamics, but a return to pre-pandemic low rates is unlikely. Everyone is waiting for 2 to 3%. It's not going to happen. That was a black swan event that truly would take another black swan event to replicate. That being said, anything can happen and interest rates can go down. We have been predicting that and forecasting that for a long time. But when that's going to happen is really going to be the determining factor of when most people are going to decide to get into the market. But remember, I've said this several times already, getting into the market when the interest rates are low, you're going to get into the market with a more competitive group of people because everyone is going to be in there with lower interest rates. So if there's not a lot of inventory, we're just going to have even higher highs for those home prices and home sale prices being recorded. Number 10, last one for this evening, as mortgage rate falls, the number of homes for sale reaches a 4-year high. Realtor.com, May 23rd, 2024. The number of homes for sale after reaching its highest level in 4 years, which could tempt buyers and sellers to navigate the current high mortgage rate and participate in the real estate market. Wow, I know how to use punctuation. Good Lord. Interest rates are a big factor for people because they know that, well, for the most part, it does impact how much home they can buy initially. But remember, that's why we always indicate that, hey, you need to set up good habits, good ways of managing your finances, because we can refinance. We can find a way to get you to the next step so that your first home is not your only home. It is just the stepping stone to get you to your dream house. There are many people that just buy a house, and that's cool. You can just buy a house. But if you're trying to get to that dream property, that estate, you need to do a lot more thinking and a lot more planning than just buying a house. So I really do appreciate you all tuning in on this earlier time slot. I feel like it's working a little bit better. I'm seeing a little bit more people say hi, and I really do appreciate you all. To recap, if you're just joining us, the top real estate stories of the past week were housing market insights and home price predictions for June 2024 from Norada Real Estate Investments. Unexpected windfall, mortgage rates fall below 7% for the first time in over a month from Realtor.com. Housing affordability is the top concern for Gen Z, survey says on Redfin.com. Home sales start to rise, building momentum for 2024. That was NAR.com or NAR.realtor, excuse me. 5 emerging real estate industry trends for 2024, the close. Converting hotel and offices into apartment units. It's a trend that's only growing in strength. RE Journals. Home prices just hit a new record high, and these cities are leading the pack. Realtor.com. Rents have dropped since the pandemic, but are higher in one surprising place. Realtor.com. Number 9, reset ready, navigating the Great Reset in commercial real estate. And last but not least, as mortgage rates fall, the number of homes for sale reaches a 4-year high. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe out there. It's a beautiful Sunday. Go enjoy it. Go have some fun. Get some rest. We got Monday tomorrow, and I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to have, again, another lesson like we always do. Let's see what's going to be the lesson for tomorrow. It is going to be... I will actually switch it up. It's going to be TBD. I will see you guys tomorrow. So find out. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow.